It's lovely to have you join us back on Afternoon Express. Today, as we witness World Cancer Day, it's important for us at Afternoon Express to recognise and celebrate the everyday South Africans who are fighting the good fight against cancer. We're joined by 3 South Africans who've all been through their own personal battle with cancer. Welcome, Danielle, Dineo and Owen. Welcome to the loft, guys.
Thank you.
How are you doing?
I'm good.
Are you good?
Yes.
You look good.
Thank you.
So, guys, tell me about when you were first diagnosed with cancer. How did you feel and what was the experience like? Do you remember?
The first thing that came into my mind was death. I definitely thought that I was going to die. It was one of the hardest things to accept, but as time went by, I accepted it.
Wow. And yourself, Danielle?
I was...
Owen, that's Danielle and you're Owen.
I was doing my matric finals when I was diagnosed. And that experience for me was shocking. It was devastating for me and my family. And one of the first questions that came into, or thoughts that came up in my mind was, why me? I mean, I look at so many other teenagers out there who do drugs,
Who have
drink.
crazy lifestyles.
Yeah, and I'm the total opposite of that. And I was just, why me? I mean, you know.
You felt like it was unfair.
Definitely.
Wow, wow. And yourself, darling?
My mom and I, we were at hospital when the doctors told my mom I had cancer. I didn't understand what it meant because I was small, and I asked my mom to explain it to me, and she told me that I was sick, very, very sick. And I thought it was just a cold that can be healed easily just by drinking a few medicine and pills and stuff. But
yeah. What are some of the things that you had thought about cancer before it happened to you that you then found out aren't true after going through the experience?
For me, as well, in the past, in my mind, there was no such thing as a cancer survivor. Because of my experience I had with family members and people that I knew, they've all succumbed to the illness. They all died. And when I was diagnosed, I immediately applied that to my life.
Sure. And yourself?
To me, it was the fact that I've never seen or met anyone who has cancer. I'm the first one actually in my family.
Yeah.
As he said, for me also, I was just wondering why did it happen to me of all the people that it could happen to, you know. So after I found out that it can be cured, because some other people do die from it. So when I found out that it can be cured, I was very excited.
Yeah.
some of the first thoughts that came into my mind was, am I going to be healed? When is this going to be done with? What's going to happen next? What's like the next step? Because I was small and I didn't understand what the next step was.
Yeah.
So.
And how does finding this out change your life? How does it actually affect your life, like your life with your friends? Did it change your personality? Did you find that you just changed as a person?
To me, it made me actually appreciate life more often. It makes me want to cherish each and every day as if it was my last.
Yeah.
Yes.
Some kids or my friends treated me like I was contaminated with some disease. They didn't want to play with me anymore, and I used to be alone and not have like my friends that I had. So it was hard.
Wow. Are there some friends that did stand by you, that were good to you?
Yes, they were like always, are you okay? What's happening? Do you need anything?
That's wonderful. Owen?
I certainly have a different view on life now. I appreciate the smallest things in life. Well, not my life and my family's lives. It changed our lives tremendously. We've learned to appreciate each other. And well, when I was ill, I saw my friends live their lives, and to me it was a life that I thought I should have been living. You know, partying, celebrating matric pass, birthdays. And when I was cleared, I didn't feel the need to catch up and just go crazy and start partying and yeah. But yeah, emotionally, it changed me.
It changes you. How did it change you?
Well,
Do you feel like you've become more subdued as a person?
no, it actually changed me for the better. I mean,
Wow.
I wasn't sort of, if it's an extrovert, I wasn't, I
You were
kept
an introvert, yeah.
I kept to myself all the time. But after this, it sort of gave me a voice to stand up and speak more. Yeah.
That's amazing. And do you think that there's enough information out there for South Africans to understand cancer? I mean, when you speak to your friends and people in your life, do you feel like some of the ideas that people have around cancer and about cancer are so not well informed?
After I was diagnosed, I met a friend and they told me some crazy story that they thought cancer was contagious by just touching someone or being in the same room, and that clearly showed that people aren't that educated on cancer.
Yeah. Anything you want to add?
Ever since I was in primary school till now, in high school, no one came to tell us about cancer or teach us anything about cancer. So I don't think that South Africa is well informed about cancer.
Yeah, yeah. And do you have any message for any young person or adult who's just been diagnosed and they feel like this is the end? What would you say to them?
It's definitely not the end of the world. Life does go on after cancer.
Yeah, yeah.
This is not a death sentence. You can still live your life, but you have to fight back. No matter how hard it gets, it will be difficult because you lose your hair, and that was, for me, was the most difficult part.
Yeah.
And just knowing that you will be able to fight back and you will overcome this bridge that's separating you from your future life. You can come to that point in life.
That's awesome. Give me 5. And yourself, Owen?
Well, like Danielle said, cancer is not a death sentence.
Yeah.
And a message that a message I'd like to leave with the viewers is that, I mean, look at us. I mean, we beat it, and so can they.
Of course.
It might not seem like there's a light at the end of the tunnel, but if you just persevere and keep the faith and never give up, you can succeed.
Wow, I'm truly, absolutely inspired by you guys, and judging by everything that you say and think, I know you're going to live very long, fruitful lives. Thank you for joining us today.
Thank you.
Thank you, Bonnie.
So stay right where you are, because when we return, we're taking a break from our topic of the day to look back at our experience at the 2016 Met last weekend. Don't go away. We'll be right back. How you doing, YouTube fam? Thank you so much for watching, sharing and commenting. We love hearing from you, so be sure to keep up to date with all things Afternoon Express by clicking the subscribe button right here.